So we are going to held accountable for namaz, but we don't have time. So brothers in Islam, in the last words of this surah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has stated, when you will see Qiyamah, you will get to realize that as you have spent a night or a morning on the world. So brothers in Islam, this world is temporary. This life is temporary. So this is important to rectify where we are heading toward. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has stated, Mata'allakum wa li'an'amikum, a sustenance for you and for your cattle. فَإِذَا جَاءَتِ الطَّامَّةُ الْكُبْرَى. Then when there comes the greatest catastrophe, يَوْمَ يَتَذَكَّرُ الْإِنسَانُ مَا سَعَى, the day when man will remember what he strove for. So brothers in Islam, what we are striving for now, either is this the wealth, either is this the reputation, either is this the power, either is this the ruling, whatever that is, brothers in Islam, what we are striving for now, we'll have at the Akhirah. يَوْمَ يَتَذَكَّرُ الْإِنسَانُ مَا سَعَى. These are the verses of the Holy Quran, brothers in Islam. Whatever we are striving for now, we'll have at the Akhirah. Allah will show us all our actions. So this is what you were struggling in the world. This is not me. I was not in the list of your priorities. This was the world. This was the wealth. So brothers in Islam, this is in the Surah At-Taghabun, إِنَّمَا أَمْوَالُكُمْ وَأَوْلَادُكُمْ فِتْنَةٌ. Whatever the wealth we have, even whatever the children we have, awlad, fi awladikum, innama amwalukum wa awladukum. Either whatever the mal you have, whatever the wealth you have, whatever the awlad, whatever the children you have, whatever the power you have, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has stated, innama amwalukum wa awladukum fitna. It is fitna. These are the things, like Allah is testing you, Allah is putting you in trials, like Allah is giving you wealth, Allah is giving you awlad. This is your test. Either you're forgetting Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, or either you are staying yourself on the right path, on the true path. And then what are you striving for? يَوْمَ يَتَذَكَّرُ الْإِنسَانُ مَا سَعَى. And the day when man will remember what he strove for. وَبُرِّزَتِ الْجَحِيمُ لِمَنْ يَرَى. And hell will be laid open for everyone who sees. فَأَمَّا مَنْ طَغَى. Then as for him who had rebelled, as for him who has rebelled, who has disagreed, who has trespassed, who remain in transgressors, وَآثَرَ الْحَيَاةَ الدُّنْيَا, and prefer the life of the world. First is being rebellion, being transgressor, being disagreed. This is not even just a disagreement, having things in heart, and practically we are at the state of zero. And this is not just a disagreement like we are proclaiming that we are Muslims and we are this and that. We are proclaiming like we love Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we believe Akhirah, we love Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, and our actions are contrary to that. So brothers in Islam, these things are required to be rectified. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying over here, فَأَمَّا مَنْ طَغَى. And then as for him who had rebelled, وَآثَرَ الْحَيَاةَ الدُّنْيَا, and prefer the life of the world, فَإِنَّ الْجَحِيمَ هِيَ الْمَأْوَى. That indeed hell will be his abode. So brothers in Islam, this Jahannam, this hell is for the rebellions. This hell, this Jahannam is for the transgressors, is for the disbelievers, is for those who's trespassing Allah's limits. So brothers in Islam, in the next verse, beautifully Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has stated, وَأَمَّا مَنْ خَافَ مَقَامَ رَبِّهِ وَنَهَى النَّفْسَ عَنِ الْهَوَىٰ. And for him who had feared to stand before his Lord and restrain himself from evil desires, who don't go after the evil desires, who don't follow his own evil desires, or who don't follow the others' footsteps on the evil desires, brothers in Islam, are gonna get succeeded here and hereafter. فَإِنَّ الْجَنَّةَ هِيَ الْمَأْوَىٰ. Then indeed paradise will be his abode. So, brothers in Islam, إِنَّ الصَّلَاةَ تَنْهَى عَنِ الْفَحْشَاءِ وَالْمُنْكَرِ वो नमाज है जो बेहयाई और बुरे कामों से रोकती है। ब्रदर्स इन इस्लाम, जहन्नम किसके लिए अल्लाह ने कुरान में बता दिया, जन्नत किसके लिए अल्लाह ने कुरान बता दिया। Now these are our preferences. What side we have to choose? यसअलूनका अनिस्साअति अय्याना मुरसाहा. They ask you, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, about the hour. When is it appointed? فيما أنت من ذكراها. In what position are you to mention of it? आका अलैहिस्सलाम से अल्लाह रब्बुल इज्जत ने फरमाया, क्या सरोकार आपको उसके जिक्र का। हुजूर अलैहिस्सलाम hasn't declared the exact appointed time, the exact qiyamah. Aka अलैहिस्सलाम has shown all the nishani. He has shown all the signs. Brothers in Islam, qiyamah is quite nearer. Please be prepared. Ila rabbika muntahaha. With your Lord is the knowledge term thereof. Innama anta munziru man yakhshaha. You are only a warner to him who fears it. Brothers in Islam, who have taqwa Allah, who have fear, Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam has duty to deliver Allah's message. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam has performed his duty in a best possible way. No, this is our choice. What size we are gonna choose? كأنهم يوم يرونها لم يلبثوا إلا عشية أو ضحاها. On the day when they see it, it will be as if they had not stayed except for an evening or the morning. So, brothers in Islam, this is as like as we are going to stay for an evening or for a morning. This world is as temporary. These are the words of the Holy Quran, and this is the la rayba fihi. There is no doubt in the Holy Quran. When we'll see Qiyamah, we'll feel that we have even lived a day in the world, a night in the world, or a morning in the world. So, brothers in Islam, if we stay in the category of the rebellions, of the transgressors, of the trespassers, it's mean that these things are not in our favor. We are not going to get succeeded. And if we are in the category of وَأَمَّا مَنْ خَافَ مَقَامَ رَبِّهِ وَنَهَى النَّفْسَ عَنِ الْهَوَىٰ, it's mean that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is asking, जो डरा अपने रब के हुजूर पेश होने से और जिसने अपनी ख्वाहिशात की पैरवी नहीं की, ब्रदर्स इन इस्लाम, उसके लिए तो ठिकाना है जन्नत का। फ़इन्नल जन्नत हियल मअवा। अल्लाह पाक फरमाते हैं, इसमें शक नहीं, पैराडाइज विल बी हिज अबोड, कि जन्नत उसका घर होगा। ब्रदर्स इन इस्लाम, जन्नत में घर कैसे बनता है और जहन्नम में घर कैसे बनता है? These are two categories, right doers or the wrong doers. Who accept Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who accept Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, and who follow Quran, and who disobeyed and disagreed everything. Brothers in Islam, Pharaoh was lucrative towards his rule, his power, and nowadays we are lucrative. Our tendencies are toward having more and more wealth. But it's not bad to having wealth, but it is bad to forget Allah and trespass Allah's limits. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen.